Everybody, welcome back to another reaction. Your boy Lance here for episode 2 of I'm Getting Married to the Girl I Hate in My Class. First episode was solid, so we're definitely three episode ruling this, but let's see what we get for episode 2 here. Also, yeah, before people had mentioned it, but yeah, I realized after the fact that that's her cousin. I meant really to say that's damn, that she's like the little sister archetype. Oh no, but she's also detective. Oh, she is a genius. And you do know everything. I do love these little chibi animations. My girl, he didn't have a choice. Hush money. Head pats. Uh, girl, girl, well, what are you smoking? Good point. Yeah, it becomes that trope of like, oh, the married couple trope, right? And that's the truth in this. Couple or a married comedic duo. Yeah, obviously. The point I was trying to make earlier was about like, I'm assuming because the guardians allowed it, they were allowed to get married at a younger age. I'm not sure what the age of marriage in Japan is, but I wonder how high schools would actually treat that, right? As two students being married in high school setting. I guess it wouldn't be that different because once again, their guardians are the ones who allowed it and shit like that. I'd be curious though. I'll look that up later. Oh, my guy. My God. No. But you got a point. Where's the protein? That ain't it, Chief. That ain't it, Chief. Okay, I'm actually agreeing with her here, my guy. I tricked myself into thinking, yeah. Looks like we gotta have to learn how to cook. Why? Still, I'm so curious. Why? Right? My real thing is why she's agreeing to this. We know why our boy is. Oh, the drama. The drama. Girl, you hit him in the nostalgia feels there. Hmm. He was having a moment. My girl, he's trying to make a point. I actually do really like this. I actually really like this because it actually is some of the growing pains of learning to live with somebody you've never really lived with. Well, my guy, it's my guy. Leaving the toilet paper rolls, you can throw them in the trash. Come on now. Okay, so I like how both of them have their unreasonable aspects here. 40%. Well, okay, yes, yeah, my girl, don't be prejudiced. Come on now. Damn. I'm glad my fucking wife loved video games because I didn't have to deal with that shit. that would honestly that shit right there with her would be almost a deal breaker for me. Like, I get it if you don't like video games and shit, but like, nah, this is me. This is my time. Now, granted, he could turn it down if she's trying to study, but like, Jesus Christ, there's a bath scene, isn't it? Yep. Damn, girl. I was not familiar with your game. You should back out now before she kills you for being a pervert. Oh, she into that life. Oh. Well, I didn't think we get that kind of scene that fast. My man's like, cold showers, cold showers, cold showers. I actually can. I can understand why she would think that. Please have a conversation and just start yelling at each other. I do get that would be very embarrassing. So I 100% get why that would be way embarrassing though. Hey, you know, she would eventually do it. Yeah. There you go. That's what I want to see. It's just yeah. W. W. Thank you. Even though I think in the end Himari likes Saito, but we'll see. Damn, I feel called out. I pretty much the same way. Yeah, and exactly same way. I have people I can't be friends with either, but I don't sweat it, and I don't let that happen. You're just not gonna gel with every person, right? I'm a social butterfly. I'm an extrovert, but there's people where I can hang out with them, respect them, but they're not gonna be my friend ever, just because two different personalities. Hmm. I like how she's calling him out on this. It takes two people to form a relationship. Thank you. That's what I'm asking for both of y'all in this episode, in this show. Yeah, she's right. Okay, well, let's tone that down. That the hush money? That's about issues your hush money. I get leaving the dishes in the sink, like because you're tired and you do it in the morning, but not when they pile up. But, 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 yeah, you should. You said brush, not. That's not. Well, I mean, I got the shout out. Like, good voice acting. That's unreasonable. I'd probably push back on the headphone thing, but I'd say at least turn it down. Saying thank you does help. Yeah. Hmm. There you go. I'm okay. Okay, I'm vibing more with the show more now, just because they're having this middle ground. Oh, this is. Are you gonna drop the truth? Because he's so used to fancy meals. Five hours, good for y'all. That's good. But one thing I always say, and people who follow the channel long enough know I say this: because it's something my therapist said that the hardest thing for two people to do is openly, honestly communicate with each other, and that's something I always remember. Oh, no, what he meant earlier. He said brushed. No, man, pay attention. That's a downside and an upside. Inversely, my problem is it's my memory is just bad. I've said this before. I've been electrocuted too many times, so I have a really bad memory. Mushroom omelet, nice. Oh, there we go. Got hit with a double blush in this episode. Thank you. Cute, pretty, right? Yeah, I figured that was the ending. I just slid down and noticed the time. Anything at the end? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. So it this episode did the one thing I really wanted the show to do, and was to find for those two to find some common ground. You're both in some shitty ass situations that you both don't have any say in. Well, you have says in, but you both will help both your goals go forward. Granted, we don't know what Akane's goal is or why she wants to do this marriage. I don't remember that from the first episode if they talked about it, but we know why our boy's doing it. He wants to be CEO, he wants to take over the company, yada yada yada. Um, so I really wanted them to find common ground and at least set ground rules, because even the whole idea of them getting married, if you're living with somebody, you need to set boundaries and ground rules for things. I did it every single time I was with people in different houses and had different roommates. You just set the ground rules. Yeah, some of his were very weird and some of hers were very weird when it comes to like their little nitpicks here and there, video games, noise levels, stuff like that. Common ground. Makes sense. And I actually really do love how they actually showed that off, because that's how it is in the real world, right? You can relate to that. It's like, yeah, people who have never had roommates, great, right? If you had a brother or sister, it's kind of the same thing almost. It's just you're probably a little more open with them if they're your brother or sister. But yeah, every roommate I've had has always been pretty cool and pretty understanding. And I'm glad they aren't my wife, episode 3. I'm glad they aren't jumping down each other's throats as much anymore. Because that was getting kind of tiring, right? It's like, come on, guys. Using the shame shtick over and over again kind of wears on you pretty fast, in my opinion. Comedy was a little better in this episode for me. Still not like always gut busting, but it doesn't need to be. Chuckle inducing is always good, or just laughing, or just if it lays flat, that's the one thing I don't want it to do. And none of them really laid flat completely for me, so that's good there. I still need a third episode to really sink my teeth into it for reacting on cam. Once again, I always hate to say this, but hey, if you guys keep viewing this, keep liking it, it helps me understand that you guys want to see this, and I'll record it. If I don't see this, that it's why do I record it, right? Why should I record it? Then have to get it edited and do all this time. If I don't continue it after episode 3, it'll probably something I do watch on my own, just not on cam. That's what I meant to say in the end. But yeah, I really like that. And the big thing on this episode I should point out is his trauma, right? That whole thing with the meal, it's average. He was so used to it looked like ramen cup noodles there. So average is better than ramen all the time. And now that I think about it, he even more so thinks about it if you think about it in regards to he had that disgusting protein powder drink, and so it was very efficient because he didn't cook, because he had no one to cook for him either. His dad apparently, probably a bad relationship with that. We don't know much about a mom situation happening either, but yeah, so he's obviously got some trauma, which will probably be delved into in this season. And I still think Hamari is into Saito, so we need to figure out if that's the case or not. But I still think that is. And of course, the cousin / archetype sister has a weird thing for him, like they all do usually. But yeah, this feels like these are the 3 waifus of the show, so to speak, and it runs the gambit. And no, but I did like the second episode a lot more than the first episode. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good jazz. Talk to you soon for another show. Peace.